vengeance to sprout. But which of you will gather them first? Would you? I would so hate for you to not be close to harvesting enough. It will sprout before you know it. I suggest you do it now. That sounds logical. Yet another link in the chain. My little seed is on the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it. Choose a talent. So be it. There's my precious seed. Go and get it, will you?
day is at hand.
Wow, we're committed to that thing.
So be it.
A seed has sprouted. Best not fight over it, hmm? Your foes have proven their loyalty. Now my terrors will feed on you. The dawn has come.
This. Sequences augmented. Tribute to your master. The damned triumph. So be it. Triple kill.
You possess a certain talent.
Collect the seed. And don't fret about the shamblers. They don't feel a thing.
chill of death. The scourge serves demons no longer. Sorry I can't stay and chat. Yet another change.
A seed is sprouting. The anticipation.
You gave them what they deserve.
Go and break something of theirs.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me. I trust you know what to do, heroes.
In the Witch King's name.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed?
Embrace the end. As the shadow wins.
What chance do you stand against my terrors?
What? Your friend went in there to do 1 versus 5, and you expect me to go in there and die with him? Another idiot. Even the stitches didn't fucking ping me. But this loyal friend was like, my friend just died in there. I have to check to see if they're playing together. If that's the case, then my theory would be right. Even the Stitches knew, like, oh, I made a mistake. But then this Uther was like, ping, ping, I'm an idiot.
MVP.
Alright, let's see. Yep, I was right, see? Why would you even ping at that point? He was like, I think what he was trying to do is like he was trying to show his friend that actually, you know, we would have won that fight if he went in there with you. 3 versus 5. Don't blame me, don't blame me. I was healing you. I was ping, 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 ping. Idiot. You see that name? You're playing with an idiot. Just remember.
Obey the call.
And we didn't check to see if the other team was like a full pre-made because they were very organized. Like when you play with, when you're playing against a very organized team, you know, I mean, you know that if we're split up, we're not all together. We gotta be extra careful. And you know they were going for that camp. I think we saw them going to that camp, but they still went in there. I don't know why. Knowing that we won't be able to get the camp, or we won't be able to win that fight. Uh-oh. That could... Well, we know these two are fucking smurfing, and then there were multiple smurfs on the other team.
Member of the KT fan club, are you? Who can blame you? Well met, servant. I serve only the Lich King. Ten seconds remain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
That Nova almost died trying to get that fucking world.
Heroes, gather tribute under my feet.
The scourging is at comes to embrace the
I don't know why they can't just go in closer. I should have just left. I thought they had my back. Like two tanky champs can get closer, just fighting in the outskirts. And then of course, you know, once the objective is lost, then they go all in.
Gathers enough tribute this time.
choose our talent. In the Lich King's name. The tide turns in our favor. Double kill. Fight with the fury of a Templar.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
Weapons at full power. There's no escape. Choose our talent. We shall stand united. Yet another link in the chain. We are victorious. It will be
The choice is simple. Let the curse end. Use my favor once more, that is. I grow tired of your petty squabble. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
You do not fight alone. Destroy this fort. In the Night King's name. defeated, only too late. MVP. Obey the call. triumph. This world shall be cleansed of the living. Choose a talent. There's only room for one KT around here.
Huh? They're all cleaned up? Fine. There. Let's get to the fun part.
That sounds
Put Davy Jones' locker away.
that's entertainment.
I think they've had enough.
Wow, we lost all of those coins because he's wandering around over there. Okay.
In the lit
Looks like your enemies all paid up. Fire, you blackguards!
has fallen. Go and break something up there. Is at hand. I could have used you in Underhall.
What are you waiting for? Fire!
Killing spree. Choose a talent.
That's enough! We don't be working for free!
Will freeze the blood. Resist the chill.
It's like, go in there and die, even though I can die without any regrets. But you need to go in there and face check for me. You're a fucking murky.
What good's a pirate without a little treasure?
Suitably done.
Destroyed. Sorry, I can't stay. Choose a talent.
services.
No, it's 1 versus 4. Or 2 versus 4. We can't contest that.
Show these landlubbers what we're made of! The enemy just destroyed a king!
That sounds logical.
You know what? Treasure for everybody! But mostly for me! He's under attack! Seems we've reached an accord. Let's show your enemies a jolly good time.
The scourging is at hand.
My spell.
Has ended. One death for many.
Why couldn't we just all go there? You know, I mean, it's
We don't be working for free.
craziness.
Enemies attacking our dark void. He's under attack.
He's still there because his ship was chasing me. Yep.
It will be
Fire, you bloggers! Blast them apart! Killing spree! The enemy is attacking our core! We shall return with powers beyond your imagining! MVP.
Choose a talent. This world shall be cleansed of the living. A fateful choice.
Be gone from my
As you learn, and choose a talent. Fall back to a better position. With me. I shall purge your evil from this land, demon. That sounds good. The damned triumph. Double kill. Choose a talent. I must take up a new position. Indeed. Resist the chill of death. Victory through righteousness. Killing spree. In the Lord's name. To evil, I march for hell's gates.
Be gone from my realm, insects!
I must rest, heroes, but I will return. Choose a talent. Yes, right away. Sorry, I can't stay. Time to devise a new I will reach your position shortly. Repent before my wrath, demon. This world cleansed of the living. That sounds logical. Enough! I seek better ground. That was fun. So be it. That corpse could prove itself. The light of the crystal arch shines on. If you wish to yet. Sorry, I can't stay. I now reflect poorly. Before me.
From my realm, insects.
Choose a talent. Chili.
They like to
My
fight until they
strength
die.
leaves me. It will take some time before I can recover. As the shadow wins. Five people killed Luzar.
Oh, these three.
Sorry, I can't stay.
It was an ambush.
Fair trade. Well done.
Oh, stupid fucking boss pushed fucking Valera. She would have died.
Scourging is at hand. We stand victorious.
Begone from my red incense!
This.
Incense!
The heavens shall triumph this day. A fateful choice. Another soul.
That Valera is really mad at me. I'm the only target of hers, probably. Whenever she sees me, she goes for me. And I don't know why, because I can see her and I always stop her stealth attacks.
MVP. Epic. tolerate your presence. Ten seconds remain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It begins. This world shall be cleansed of the living. Yet another link in the chain. From the inception.
This is why you don't stop in the middle of the lane to back.
Ready yourselves. We must claim them first. Finally, the altars are ready. Capture them, heroes, and be quick about it. Meet the Gravekeeper.
Time to devise a new strategy.
Our towers assail the Raven Lord.
Choose a talent. This world shall be cleansed of the living.
Really? Did you not see that I fucking killed the Sergeant Hammer? You're stuck between 3 fucking people.
The enemy has taken a tower.
Hey, Herb, how's it going? No, it was fun last night watching you play the retro Genesis stuff, you know? That was really fun. It's actually really fun to watch other people play those games. Sometimes than playing it yourself, you know. And I fell asleep like... I left the stream up. Took it with me to bed. And I fell asleep while you were playing your favorite. Yeah, it was a really fun stream.
Capture the altars, and we shall deal the Raven Lord a grievous blow.
He still couldn't kill this fucking... Oh my
Let the assault begin.
god. Did you have Sega dreams? Unfortunately not, actually, because it would have been nice to have Sega dreams after watching all the Genesis games, right? I woke up and I look at my tablet, it was dead. Tablet was out of battery after all that. Maybe someday they'll make a Sega implant for your mind. Call it the Dreamcast. Yeah, that might work. Play games in your dreams. Play games while you're awake. Play games in your dreams. I can see that happening. Actually, it might be possible. But I don't know. That's like playing games non-stop. Your entire existence. Yeah, and that Sega collection on the console looks like it plays better with the fancy room setting. Like on the PC version, if you use the fancy room UI. The games themselves actually would the games themselves have audio lag, so you have to play it in classic mode with the classic UI, because it was like a free update for the PC version where you see the game room, the cute game room, but they couldn't make it work in the PC version, and they never patched it, they never fixed it, unfortunately.
Yes, heroes.
Get the free boss. Come on. Yeah, the audio actually lags. There's like a half a second lag. It's really horrible, you know, which is really unfortunate. So whenever I play like Shinobi 3 these days, I would play it like every couple of months. I would have to launch the classic UI for that game, for that collection, which is this really ugly, rudimentary looking Windows UI. It looks really bad, but the game themselves actually work really well. It's just if I want to use that fancy looking UI, you know, like on the PC it doesn't work. So I was thinking like maybe I should just get it for like $8. You know, I mean, I don't feel bad about getting duplicates for like Sega games, you know. The audio isn't perfect in terms of Genesis sound effects, but the music is right on. The experience is near perfect. I only wish we could add Sega Ages titles to it, some kind of integration for the mini or something to expand it. Yeah. I just wish Sega would just release more. I know it's a licensing situation, you know. But and on the PC version, a lot of people uploaded the ROMs, so you can mod it on the PC version. So a lot of people actually uploaded ROMs of other Genesis games. So, you know, which is questionable, but they didn't do anything about it. I mean, I don't think Sega cared at this point, you know. Because at first when people started doing that, you know, and then a lot of people are kind of worried about downloading those things, you know, but I don't think Sega cares. Yeah, and then there's also modding of the actual games, which they encourage. So there are a lot of really strange and crazy mods for all the games. Like playing as Sonic and Street of Rage, stuff like that. Or the new Amy update. I'm sure they have an Amy, because I think they I think I saw one of the mods like have Knuckles and Sonic 1, but I think Sega Ages allow you to play Knuckles or something. No, that's Sonic 2. Yeah, $8 is $30. Yeah, that's really cheap. Like if people have never really played those games before, $8 is a steal to get all those games, you know. And those are some of the best games on the Genesis, so it's a real steal. She has the hammer and the ground pound. Sonic Mania was like some kind of gaming miracle just even existed. Yeah, I mean, I wish that Sonic Team would just stick with 2D Sonic, you know. I mean, I think they got jealous of Mario 64. I think that's what started it all. I think they got jealous of how successful Mario has been, you know, transitioning into 3D. And then after that, they've never really you know, made any Sonic 2D Sonic games except for Sonic 4. And Sonic 4 Episode 1 was a slap in the face, I think, because all they did was like, it's almost like they were saying, oh, you like Sonic 2D, huh? So let us make this 2D game, and all we're doing is just copy paste previous Sonic games, like, because the bosses are like not even original. It was like episode 2 when they actually like, okay, let's take this a little bit more seriously. Yeah, I like Frontiers. I actually decided to get it, and I played it like a couple of weeks ago. What I like about Frontiers is they're smarter with the design. You know, it almost plays like Mario Galaxy, where like all the different segments, the world is connected. I mean, it's an open world, but you have these pockets of, you know, segmented areas where you're doing all these things. You know, like its own little thing. It has its own little section, you know, where you do certain things. So there's platforming, a little bit of platforming here before you go into the actual, you know, what the stages. And the actual stages feel like those old Sonic, you know, 3D Sonic games. The actual stages are not that impressive. The open world part is pretty impressive because they're going into, because they're copying the whole idea of having segmented sections. So each segmented sections actually feel pretty good, you know, when you do the whole thing to get whatever, the star or whatever it is that you're collecting. So I think it's pretty good. I want to keep playing. Yeah, that's pretty fun. I like the part where you jump on that. I mean, I haven't gotten so far into that game. I think I've only played like about 5-6 hours. I'm still like in the first world. But I like the part where you jump behind the flying thing and then to try and kill it, and then that part's pretty good. It reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus, the fight that you have with the flying Colossus. So, you know, they're stealing bits and pieces from all these other games, and it kind of work, you know. But I kind of prefer that they just stick with 2D games, because I think that's where it's, you know. I mean, I'm not opposed of, you know, I don't oppose like new things, you know, new design for all the franchises, but you know, sometimes that's why Sonic Mania works. The problem I have with Sonic Mania is it's like just too long. I just want to sit down, and when I play a Sonic game, you know, I want to sit down, play it for like 1.5 hours, being able to complete it. You know, I mean, that's what I meant when I said yes. Was it yesterday? I was watching a stream. I was talking about this game, you know, Heroes of the Storm. I can sit down here and play one match, and it feels like a complete experience. And that's why I like playing this game, and that's why I really enjoyed Battlegrounds and World of Warcraft, because I was doing a lot of that back then too. Because you can sit down and it feels like a complete game. You know, these days a lot of these games, like if you boot up God of War, you know. It's like one session, however many hours you want to commit to the game. You can't finish it unless you're doing some crazy speed runs, which I'm not interested in, you know? I mean, I just want to play the game. Rushing to kill these huge bosses and all the mobility really gives the play expression, which why Sonic was so cool to begin with. 15 points of acceleration versus Mario's walk. Yeah, that's why, you know, like, a game really has to, like a game really they really have to like really impress me for me to sit down and commit to them. And that's why these days, like, if they have to be really good for me to keep playing them. I mean, if they're just decent enough, okay, I said, okay, I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna get distracted and start playing something else, you know. So when I sit down and actually play a game, if you see me play, like this game, you know, this is already this game is already, for me, it's like one of my top 10 games now that I've ever played. My top 10 favorites. Like, if you see me play like a new game and I keep playing it, and since I stream everything, you know, it really means that the game is really, really good. Like, Disney's, what is that, Dreamlight Valley? That's a really, really good game, because I was playing that for a while. I know they have an update They just updated the game. Now you have Toy Story characters in that game. I just haven't gotten back to it. But I know that once I started playing that game again, I'll probably be playing it a lot. You know? Yeah, Frontiers is good for that too, like playing quickly. Yeah, and you know, like I said, Frontiers actually, because of the way that it's designed, I think it feels pretty good. I don't like the repeat encounters though. You know, like I thought that the flying thing that you have to chase and kill was a unique thing, but it was actually not. You know, I wish that they would like, and then like the tower, like the tripod creature thing, also not a unique thing. You know, I mean that's the problem with open world design. I think you need to really find a lot of unique things to put in there. That's why Elden Ring also has that problem. I mean, I personally, you know, I know a lot of people like Elden Ring, but to me it's fun, but it compared to other Souls games, it's actually like on the bottom of the list. You know, I think the best Souls game is actually Demon Souls, and then Dark Souls 1, and then Dark Souls 2. I haven't even finished Dark Souls 2 and 3, and then Elden Ring. I've gotten far, but I haven't finished it because I lost interest somewhere along the way. You know, it's after a while with Elden Ring. Also, you get suddenly you see all these repeated stuff because you know when you turn into the open world, they're not creative enough to do like really unique things in the open world because it's so big. That's the problem with open world design. I don't think I've ever played an open world game where, you know, everything's just unique. Well, I guess you can say like Demon Souls or Dark Souls, but they're not really necessarily open world in that sense, you know. They're like you go to different stages, but if they're able to do that, you have unique things and unique sections of the open world, the large open world, then it would have been, I think Elden Ring would have been like really great. I think it's a good game, but I don't think it's all that, you know. Yeah, I wish you could mark each one to know which ones you've killed. Oh, really? So you're not even sure? Like, did they come back up after a while? Did they like respawn? But after that, it's just XP. I feel like running around avoiding stuff in style. Mobility of Sonic changes the game for open worlds. Going back to GTA and Saints Row feels so slow. Yeah, I mean that's something that I guess only Sonic would have. Sonic Frontiers would have, you know, being able to move so quickly. I'm not sure if you played Elden Ring. Oh yeah, that game is extremely slow, even with the horse. And by the way, I fell asleep today at 5:30 p.m. That's why I'm up. I just woke up like at 11. So I'm up and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'll probably be up all night. More polished, more layered. Frontiers 2 would reach an apex of cool. Yeah, I think if they, you know, not do the repeat thing, maybe make the stages that you go into like, I don't know, like actual, because it's like it's just it's one stage and I don't know, it's just weird, you know, like that whole going into the different stages using the monuments. They feel kind of weird compared to the rest of the game. You know, and then there's also loading issues too with going to those monument stages. And I even installed the game on an SSD and it was still like, what is up with this loading screen? Yeah, they're not into Frontiers. They're like, you know, they mix and match different. I mean, it makes sense in terms of the lore, but I don't know. I don't think they're even necessary to be in there. You know, to be honest with you, it's like, I don't. Why is this in here? It just feels off. Like maybe they could they could have actually implemented those designs into the actual open world where you jump into this section and then you have to do this whole thing like a stage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's they can improve upon the formula for sure, but going to another place feels weird. It could be would be way more fluid. Yeah, for sure. You know, like I said, just implement it into the actual open world. I know it's technically possible, but you know. First Sonic you really enjoyed since Generations. Yeah, Generations was pretty good. Yeah, I can agree with that. Generations was pretty good. Mania, of course, yeah, for sure. Mania is like a proper Sonic game, you know. And like I said, the only thing I don't like about Mania is just too long. I think that game, if you in one sitting, you have to. I think it's like about 2 hours, 3 hours to finish it. No, not 2 hours. 2 hours I would have been okay with. I think it takes like about 4 hours to finish it, like the whole thing. I mean, there were like so many stages. Like with the first time I was playing it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a proper Sonic game, and I was like, looking at the clock, I was like, oh wow, there are more stages. Oh wow, it's not over yet. Yeah, I just wish I could just sit down, play it for 1.5 hours, you know. Complete experience in one sitting is what I'm after. There's a great Triple Trouble Genesis remake. Oh, okay, that would be nice. Feels like it would just, yeah, for sure. And I heard that Sega didn't like that developer though after they completed Mania, so I don't think we're gonna see them making any more Sonic games. I don't know what the situation is with that. Oh yeah, I have played Sayonara Wild Hearts. Really good game. It's a very good game. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely one of those games where you can just sit down and just play the game from beginning to end and feel really good about the whole experience. Yeah, that's a really good game. I wasn't sure at first. I really wasn't sure at first when I played that game. I was like, huh, okay. But you have to play it from beginning to end, I think, to really understand the game, and then it made sense. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games these days, the way they're designed, you sit down and you play it, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is kind of fun, and then there's like a lot of downtime in between, and then like, oh yeah, I have to finish this game in like 50 hours, and then after you're done with the 50 hours, you don't even want to play the game anymore. You're just like, okay, I'm done with that. You know, maybe, you know, down the line, if 5 years from now, after you finish the game, maybe you would want to play it again, but yeah, I think a lot of people have that misunderstanding, you know, on Steam, for example, if when they release like retro-inspired games, like shoot 'em up and stuff, or, you know, games that are short but are supposed to be, you know, are meant to be replayed. You know, you will see a lot of reviews where people are saying, oh, this game is only like half hour, or this game is only like an hour long. And then after that, then, you know, I mean, yeah, this is a really short game after 1 hour, and then, yeah, I'm done. It's like, no, the point is for you to keep playing. You know, I think a lot of people, I mean, and a lot of the new generation of gamers, I think, because they're so used to the way games are made into movies and these long, drawn-out experiences, and that's what they're expecting, you know what I'm saying? So,
5, 4, 3.
I mean, games are meant to be replayed over and over, and that's why this game works for me. So. I mean, I can understand wanting to make like maybe a cinematic You know, because games can be a lot of different things, but when a majority of games these days are like cinematic experiences, you know, I mean, what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to make games, or are we trying to make movies? You know? That's why, like, I'm not, like, crazy about Hideo Kojima games. I think that guy only wants to make movies. I mean, his games are kind of fun. I mean, I kind of like Death Stranding, you know, and it looks really, really good, but is it really a game? Yeah. You know, there's a game... There's a game in there, you know, it's a weird game, but his focus, I think, is mostly on the cinematics. I think it's different for us too because we played so many games. Yeah. Definitely, there's an overarching vibe to newer games. Feels so much filler. Not all of them, but like too many. The young kids are used to the BS money schemes too, thinking that's how it's been. Yeah. For sure. Gaming has always had cash grabs of crap the way it's done now. Yeah, that's true. You know, and the funny thing is, like with loot boxes, I don't have problems with loot boxes, and let me explain what I mean by that. Because I know a lot of people have issues with loot boxes because of gambling or whatever. I mean, one, if you have gambling issues, you know, seek help, and you know, when people have gambling issues, they should seek help, and they should know what they're getting themselves into. That's one. And then if they can't handle the gambling mechanics, then don't play those games, you know. But I never had problems with loot boxes because I know what it is. And like this game has loot boxes, and the way that this game is the way this game works, this guy is I don't know what he wants from me. We can't kill him. We don't have enough damage. And I have the chat actually turned off in this game because, you know, MOBAs, you have a lot of crazy people playing MOBAs. But this game has loot boxes too. Like if you level up, whenever you level up your character or you level up your profile, you get loot boxes. And from the loot boxes, you can get character skins, emotes, stuff like that, right? And I've never paid for any of the loot boxes. I just play the game, and when I get my stuff, I get my stuff. Loot boxes works a lot better than season passes. Season passes is the issue, because in the season pass, you have to keep playing the game, and they force you to play the game for such a long time to unlock everything, unless you're willing to pay extra money to just unlock everything to begin with. And but you know, you get all these things guaranteed to you, but you have to pay money every season to get those things. If you don't pay money, you don't get those things. But with loot boxes, you actually get everything without ever paying money. If you just play the game, and if the game is really good, like this game, I don't have to pay money, and I'm having fun, and I'm getting all this stuff. And that's why I like loot boxes. And now because everyone's complaining about loot boxes, like even what's the name? Overwatch 2 now uses Season Pass, which I think, like I said, Season Pass is shit. Season pass is pure shit. And I like this game so much that I used to pay for the double XP, so that whenever I play the game I get double XP, but only because I wanted to support the game, because I like the game so much. But not because I'm trying to buy loot boxes. So yeah, there's a difference between loot boxes and the season passes. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1. Oops. I think these people are like half asleep playing this right now because they're doing some crazy stuff. I mean, he was way overextending. Yeah, some free-to-play games I think are quite fun. They have a lot of features and they make you pay, and happy to support because they're fun. Right, like League of Legends is like that used to be for me. I used to play League of Legends before I played Heroes of the Storm. But Heroes of the Storm is way superior versus League of Legends. This game is way superior. But I used to play a lot of League of Legends, and I mean, the way League of Legends are done now, ever since it's been taken over by the Chinese company, the monetization is just crazy these days. Like, you have like 7 different currencies, you have to craft fucking skins. It's really stupid. But anyway, yeah, League of Legends was fun for me. Rocket League, Fantasy Strike, Deathverse, Spellbreak. I've never played Spellbreak. Let It Die are all good free games to get. I just play and let it happen over time as long as the game allows that. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the cool thing about loot boxes. But you know, you hate a thing that you don't understand, and then now these companies are gonna fuck us up with all the season passes because everyone is only doing season passes now, and season passes are horrible. It's a horrible practice. Half asleep gaming is definitely a vibe.
Resist the chill of death. Awaits you. By your word.
Here's this, they don't have a fighting game coming. No, they're probably, I mean, Blizzard already stopped supporting this game. I mean, they're not making any more new characters. Activision doesn't believe in this game, so this is like the best Blizzard game ever. So you know, it didn't make them enough money because everything is free. If you just keep playing this game, you get everything. I pretty much unlock all the characters by just playing the game. Pretty much just by playing the game I get all the characters. And for the most part, when you play a MOBA, you usually like playing certain characters anyway, and this game, the way it's the matchmaking is designed, you can just pretty much play just one character if that's the only character you want to play. I think it looks neat, but Project L is hilariously FGC meta. What's Project L? Is it a new game? Ain't that how it is? Like the best games, certain genres or categories are often the ones that didn't make it. Yeah, I think the problem with this game was definitely it wasn't making any money, because I think this is a passion project by the team that was making it. Because this is like a combination, you know, culmination of all Blizzard characters from different Blizzard games, you know, from World of Warcraft to StarCraft to what's the other one? Overwatch, you know. So it's like a fantasy. If she uses her ult here, I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, it's more like a passion project, I think, for that team, and they're so fair with their monetization, where, like I said, you can pretty much just play the game and get everything, even the fancy skins, which is really unheard of in the MOBA. Because in the MOBA, like the fanciest skins you can only get by purchasing it. In this game, you can actually get fancy skins by just playing the game and getting it from the loot box. So because they didn't make any money, they abandoned it. Which is kind of sad. They were still releasing characters like every 3 months at one point. But then I think it was earlier this year that they announced that they will stop making characters, but they will still patch it or whatnot, fix issues and stuff like that. So Project L is the new oh right. Okay, that makes sense because you were talking about fighting fighting games for this game, and there's a fighting game coming for League of Legends. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but the name is a reference to Project M, the original Smash Brothers mod that took over the scene years ago. It looks good, but I think it could have a better name. Maybe they'll change it before they release it. Oh shit.
Beloved is gone, but his
Start calling my new fighting game a Feet Fighter instead of something you. Most games of this variety squeeze you hard. Yeah, see, I mean that's why they abandoned it. Because this game is really, really good. It is definitely the best MOBA I've ever played, and I played all the MOBAs. And I played League of Legends like forever. This is the best one. If you want to play a MOBA and you want to commit to one, or you want to check out one, get used to one, this is the one to play. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, no. Do I have enough time? No! Are you gonna get me? No. He's gonna die. He's an idiot. Oh my god. He did help out, so that's good. He really wanted to kill me. I stepped on all the Abathur mines, almost died, and he was like, okay, easy kill. And he got killed. Pretty funny. Yeah, but have you played any MOBAs? You have interest in checking out a MOBA? And this game has a vicious AI too, so you know, good place to start to learn the game and stuff. It's always so cute when you see how the fish trying to get a camp.
Objective complete. Bow before Kel'Thuzad.
The avatar dance is so stupid.
Another chance to prove yourself worthy. Do not squander it.
Yeah, I think even the enemy team is like half asleep. I think our team finally woke up, but the enemy team is definitely half asleep playing this. Because their reaction is just weird. They're just like dying for crazy reasons, so I think they're half asleep now. Okay, this avatar is not is wide awake and having too much fun. I think he's realizing that these guys are half asleep, so he's like running around. It's so stupid. It's very strange. They could be having relations at the time too.
His strength was never yours to keep.
Okay, these guys just gonna finish. Are you serious? Okay, well. You know, sometimes when you can finish the game, you should just finish the game. These guys are getting a little cocky. Too cocky, like... Oh. No, it's too late, I think. No, I guess not. Why didn't he back? He decided to not back. I don't know why, and he died. Oh my god. Oh no! That's the worst. Like, don't play weird, just play. Yeah, so there are many times when people are getting too cocky because the game is like so much in their favor. They're killing everyone, they're killing the enemy team. Because it only takes one mistake sometimes for this game to turn around. And it goes on for both sides. I've been in so many games where it feels like, you know, it's over. It's really over. Like the base is all the way down to like 5%, and we don't have any more forts and no fortifications, and all of a sudden the enemy team's just playing stupid. All of a sudden we can get all the way to the other side and finish the game. You know, I mean, that's a fun of MOBAs. So that's why, you know, if you can finish the game, just finish it. Just focus on finishing it. He actually died. Oh, he died from the Abathur freaking mines. Yeah. If all of them were like focusing on destroying the base, the Nexus here, this game would have been over like 10 minutes ago. But they were all trying to get kills, trying to have fun. I'll give it to the Abathur, even though he was like, he's so silly. Thanks. High estimated wait time if I want to keep playing Kel'Thuzad. Okay. Yeah, to think that they will never be able to fill out these remaining frames down here because they're not releasing any more characters. But there are already like a lot of characters in this game, so and the fun thing about like I guess MOBAs in general or like this game, if you're tired of playing one character and then you decided to play somebody else, it's like it almost feels like a completely different game because all of the characters have their own different mechanics and things that they do, unique things that they do, you know. So it's so yeah, the replayability factor of this game is insane. It's just insane. Which is a problem sometimes, you know, because I also want to play other games. The other game that I've been playing is The Quarry. I'm trying to finish that, the horror game. I started playing Lost Eidolons earlier today. It's like a Fire Emblem clone. It's actually really good. It might be better than Fire Emblem. I'm not sure yet. I mean, the main character is kind of annoying, but the presentation-wise is definitely superior, you know, compared to Fire Emblem. Story seems to be okay so far, so we'll see how deep that story goes. Because you know the thing about the Fire Emblem games, they all have really good stories. So we'll see how that goes. Oh my god, it's already 2 a.m. How long have I been streaming? Oh, 2 hours and 2.5 hours. Shit. Yeah, and I'm still not sleepy because I already slept. All assassins having high estimated wait time right now? No? I guess everyone's playing Kel'Thuzad right now. I can't get screenshots to work on Steam.